Hello and welcome back to the Leukopak Lady. Today I'm talking about how the Accellix flow cytometry platform can be used to evaluate leukopaks after collection. Leukopak collection centers and networks may be wondering how they can deliver more value to the cell and gene therapy field and stand out as a premium provider of quality cellular starting material. More and more cell and gene therapy developers are looking for basic characterization data to accompany their Leukopak order. However, not every collection center can provide this data, while others use off-site laboratories or contractors to help them offer this service. This is often because the center lacks the equipment, space, or expertise required to bring flow cytometry into their collection workflow. So why is it so important to provide developers with characterization data on leukopaks? First, every leukopak is unique. Variability in donor or patient cell makeup and the collection practices of the center can create significant product-to-product differences. Developers rely on cell composition data to select ideal donors, optimize manufacturing processes, and reduce costly downstream surprises. So when developers have data on a leukopak ahead of its arrival in the laboratory or manufacturing facility, they can adapt to meet the characteristics of the incoming material. This helps streamline processes, reduce delays, and eliminate inefficiency. So the turnaround time really matters when supplying flow cytometry characterization data to developers. If a collection center sends out a sample for flow testing or performs traditional flow cytometry on site, the data may not be available until after the leukopak arrives at its final destination. This may make the data useless if the developer needs it to adapt their manufacturing procedures. When flow data is available soon after collection, programs can begin immediate planning to stay on track. And while traditional flow cytometry is the gold standard for cell characterization, it's not feasible for every collection center to bring it on. It requires highly trained staff and dedicated laboratory space. It involves manual assay preparation, analysis, and review. And overall, it can create bottlenecks and burdens for most leukopak collection centers. Alternatively, the Accellix flow cytometer is a compact, fully automated platform that brings the power of flow cytometry directly into any laboratory or collection center. The instrument has a very small footprint, fitting perfectly into small spaces within a laboratory or collection area of a center. Sample preparation, acquisition, and analysis are completely automated. You insert a small sample of your collected leukopak into a reagent cartridge and load it directly into the instrument. The system performs all the reagent mixing and incubation steps, acquires and analyzes the prepared sample, and generates a report. If you use a TBNK assay cartridge to analyze a product containing PBMCs, you receive information on key immune cell populations such as T cells, B cells, NK cells, and monocytes. If you're analyzing a product containing hematopoietic stem cells, you use a stem cell assay cartridge, and the resulting report tells you how many CD34 positive cells are present. The entire process takes 30 minutes, and results can be shared directly with the leukopak customer. The Accellix platform can transform a leukopak product into a product plus data package, giving developers the information they need to make confident and timely decisions. This platform boosts the value of both the individual collection center and collection center networks by delivering immediate, high-value data that developers want and need, by differentiating services in a highly competitive leukopak supplier marketplace, and by standardizing collections across networks and multi-center collaborations. With Accellix, collection centers can go beyond supplying material to becoming active partners in the success of cell and gene therapy programs. Thank you to Accellix for sponsoring this episode of the Leukopak Lady. Contact them to learn more.